Hey traders, market update time. We're going to look at the indices, Dow Jones, S&P 500 and the Nasdaq in this video. Anything I do say in this video, guys, is general advice only. Don't place a trade based on this one simple video that I'm taking right now. All right, don't even listen to me. Hang up the phone. I mean, click the cancel button. All right, guys, if you'd like some free education from me, I apologize, my throat's sore. I've just had Father's Day down here in Australia, and I had a really good day with my kids, so my throat's gone. But anyway, let's continue on. If you'd like to get some free education, free coaching, there's a links in the description there, guys. If you also like to get if you like to get a one-on-one coaching call with me as well too, you can book it. You can look at that in the links in the description as well. Let's get straight into this video, guys. Dow Jones. What happened with the Dow Jones for the last few days? Well, you can actually see what's happened here, right? If you look at it, it's really, really, really interesting. Let me shut my window here. The breeze is coming through. So as we can see here, right, guys, we can see the market's come down, rallied up, lower peak, a lower trough, lower peak, and then come down, made a lower trough, and then went sideways, and now we're rallying back up. You can see here, but it really is not really not moving far, is it? And if I bring my trend lines up, this is my trend lines. Let me delete these trend lines here, because they're no longer valid anymore. But you can see this long-term trend line starts down the bottom here, connects that point there, connects those points through there. You can see where it's actually sort of rejecting it right now. If I bring this up, look at it, rejecting it where it is right now. So today it actually rejected it. So something's not, this is completely different than any other time, because any other time we get these nice, good, solid bars going up, but we're not really getting that, right? We're just getting little up bars all the way up through here. So the Dow Jones is not really looking that strong. And as you can see here, looking on this weekly chart, you can see how it's rallied back up on the weekly chart and just sort of stayed right there on that channel as well too. If I come up and bring you up on the S&P 500 though, the S&P 500 actually ran up and basically has made now what? A double top in place. Basically a double top in place. Let me just delete everything off the screen now, because none of that is valid anymore. And now what have we done? We actually just basically made a double top. One top and a double top. Is this going to be a double top, or are we going to break up and see a new high? I don't know about that. I definitely not short in this market right now because the trend is definitely still up. If you look at this weekly chart, the trend is definitely still up, so I'm definitely not short this market. And I'm not buying this market either. And the reason why, guys, is because I obviously have my trading plan. I stick to my trading plan. I don't just buy it because I think it's going to go up. That's the biggest mistake you can make. So you can see how this is now running up there. Plus also the Nasdaq. Look what the Nasdaq's doing as well too. Nasdaq's actually came down through here and came down through this bottom through here, and now it's actually rallied back up as well too. So as you can see here, guys, it's really, really, really important. You can see it now. It's actually, what is this here? This is now forming a bit of a double top formation. You look at this weekly chart. What is this here? One top and potentially a double top formation on the Nasdaq as well too. So overall, guys, we're getting a bit of a double top formation on the Nasdaq, double top formation on the S&P. But look at the Dow Jones. Look how this is actually still lower, all right? Still lower than this high up here. And if you draw a trend line, you got from this high here to that high there. See how that's actually the angle of that is still quite lower than this high here. That's telling us something. Okay, so the Dow Jones, when we look at the Dow Jones is always telling us a different. If the Dow Jones is telling us a different story than the S&P, that's the one you should be looking out for. I believe the Dow Jones is the leader. Some people say the transportation average, which is this market here, is the leader. I don't know about that. If you look at the Dow Jones and compare the Dow Jones to the S&P, like this is the Dow Jones, and this is the S&P. When the Dow Jones becomes much weaker than the S&P, that's actually an early warning sign that something is not right. If you want to get, I'm not going to go too much in detail about that. Go back and watch some of my other past market updates, and in the last few market updates, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about there. But the Dow Jones is a lot weaker, so this is actually giving me an early warning sign to say, you know what, something's not right here, because we're not even creating a double top here. We're nowhere near the highs up here that we created, but we are on the S&P 500. We're basically creating through here, so we definitely have like a little lower high through here, but definitely the S&P has been a lot stronger than the Dow Jones. Again, guys, the Dow Jones is definitely, when that becomes a lot weaker than the S&P, it's like it's an early warning sign. You know, it's like warning. Something's not right here. So keep an eye on this. The Dow Jones. You know, we may have just had a little small rally up because of the holiday, but then we may be actually continuing back down. So keep an eye out for that, guys. If we do start to break below these lows through here, a lot more downside is likely to come.